One of the most important questions that we get all the time as custom rod builders is what kind of rod should I use for this? Or what kind of rod should I use for this? There's so many questions, but it always starts with what line rating and what kind of species and what size lure. Those are kind of the three main questions you always want to ask whenever you start your first rod build or any future rod build is what type of rod do you want to build? Before we get into that, let's run the intro and please like, subscribe, and click for any notifications for future videos. Now, what I think a lot of things miss from a lot of fishermen is that from your rod to your line to your lure, and including the reel, it's an entire system. So when you build an entire fishing rod, you're not just building the rod. You want to include the line specs that you want to use, the lure weight you want to use, and even the reel that you want to use. I start with the reel personally, and then I go from there. So I will start my entire build based around a reel. We can talk about that more in a future video, but the main things as the basics is the line rating and the lure rating. Those are the two main starting points that you want to focus on. For this particular rod, this is a CRB color series. And for the specs on this is going to be a 7-foot, 10 to 17 pounds, 3/8 to 1 ounce lure. This is going to be a moderate fast action on this medium heavy. So that means it's going to have a little bit softer of a tip than a typical fast. It's going to be somewhere between that fast and medium action. Now earlier in the video, we talked about how this is a full system. So to get the most ideal action and everything you're looking for out of this rod blank, you want to stick within the 10 to 17 pound test line whenever you select a fishing lure or segment. Now remember, this is the full system that we're looking to build here, not just the fishing rod. So you're looking for the 10 to 17 pound line rating whenever you go to get the line and lures that you're looking for. So the lures, remember, are going to be the 3/8 to 1 ounce. You want to make sure that you're keeping within those realms. Maybe you can kind of get here and there a little bit heavier, but you don't want to kind of go too far outside of that realm. If you do, you're going to really worry about stressing your blank to a critical level that could lead to a rod failure or other issues. Additionally, if you go too light, you're not going to get enough action and play into that rod as you're trying to impart action onto that rod blank. And also you may end up losing the fish on a heavier rod on running a too light of a line rating. If you have any questions on this process, please comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer them or create future videos for them. If you do have any ideas for future content, please leave a comment below. I'll be more than happy to take everything into consideration, and it allows me to build more content for the channel. Again, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and see you next time.